In a debate on Monday between candidates for city council and mayor, Cedar City Mayor Maile Wilson-Edwards showed her amazing empathy for those struggling to find an affordable home in our growing city. In response to a question about home prices and solutions to provide affordable housing, the mayor stated that she understands because she too cannot afford a white picket-fenced single-family home and instead lives with her husband and toddler daughter in a townhome here in Cedar City. Here's the clip.
So affordable housing is it's a real thing. My husband and I, we've been looking at houses now for quite a while, and we can't afford a house like so many others. We are fortunate because we have a townhome, but we can't afford your traditional picket fence house that so many people dream of having here in Cedar City. So I understand the affordable housing problem.
Now that sure sounds as if she really understands the plight of those looking for the American dream. But after these comments, some astute residents felt like we were not getting the entire picture. Facebook lit up with comments and the mayor weighed in. There was some back and forth, vanishing posts, accusations, and personal attacks against those asking the questions, which is a very common tactic in Cedar City politics. Here's the gist of what we've discovered. Yes, the mayor does live in a townhome in Cedar City. It's worth about $300,000 in this market. It's listed for property tax purposes as her primary residence, although in Utah, a husband and wife are only allowed one primary residence between them. This means they pay about half of what it would cost in property taxes than if it were a secondary residence. The problem is the almost $700,000 single-family home that they own in St. George that is also listed as their primary residence. Wait, the mayor, who is too poor, too much of a little guy struggling like the rest of us to find an affordable place to live, also has a second home on a golf course in St. George? And this second home is also listed as their primary residence? Well, the mayor waded into the Facebook fray to try to set the record straight and said that the Washington County home is listed as a secondary residence. The problem is that it isn't. It's been confirmed with the Washington County Assessor's Office. The assessor also reported that the owner had called that very same day to try to get it changed to a secondary residence. She thought that she could pull a fast one and quickly get it changed without anyone noticing. The problem is that to change it, it has to go before the Equalization Board. So it's still listed as a primary residence. You think that that would be something that a mayor would know. Now, don't get me wrong. I have no problem with someone owning two homes. She's a lawyer, her husband's a successful eye surgeon, and they should be able to reap the benefits of their education and hard work. But to imply that you were just a poor old peon like the rest of us and then also illegally claim two primary residences to save thousands in property taxes is pandering and crooked. All of this in light of the unsubstantiated allegations by her real estate developer father against a councilman who is working hard to provide more affordable housing options for city residents.
And I'd look at you, Councilman Melling. Your grandfather was one of my closest friends. We sat around for hours, months, years, striving to build this community into something we can be proud of. And in that same vein, I'm concerned why you don't recluse yourself from any voting, because obviously you have a vested interest in this that is way beyond what a normal city council person or staff person would have in the presentation.
It seems like the elitism runs deep in this family and the proverbial apple doesn't fall far from the tree. We don't need a mayor who is so intent on holding on to power that she's willing to pander to the populace by pretending to be one of us to get their vote. We really don't need a mayor who either intentionally or incompetently defrauded two counties of a few $1,000s. Whether she intended to or not, this is what has happened, and even worse, she tried to cover it up when it was revealed. Either way, she's going to have to write a check to either Washington County or Iron County for about 3 years of back property taxes. Which one she writes the check to will depend in a large part, I imagine, on which one she wants to get elected as mayor in. You can watch the entire debate by clicking on the link in the comments below, and also check out the link to my new Facebook page, Cedar City Politics, where we will have discussions of the upcoming council and mayoral races. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and be sure to share it with your friends so that they too can be in the know on what is happening in their city. Have a great day.